video because guess what I finally finished? I'm sure you could probably actually tell by the thumbnail, but I finally finished the reference sheet for my avatar. So today I'm gonna show you the time lapse and kind of talk over it, little details, and some permission things. Also, as you can tell, I've been working on a background for videos. It's not quite done yet, and it's more of a sketch thing than anything else. But I like how it's looking so far. So let's get right into the video. Time lapse. So I've spent like the last month working on this, and it's been a lot of work going into it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I actually did not edit the time lapse whatsoever. So it really is 19 minutes long. Which just goes to show how much went into making it. Overall, I don't really have a whole lot to say about the time lapse, so I'm gonna save all of that for when I show you the reference sheet. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse. Alright, I know I said I had nothing to say on the time lapse, but I just realized I do actually. So, as you may have noticed, I have two outfits that I was drawing. That was because I couldn't make up my mind on an outfit. One was more cutesy and not something I've ever worn, but could potentially see myself wearing. The one with the sweater and overalls. The outfit I'm working on now in the time lapse was more my personal style, something I would actually wear. Although I've never worn cargo pants in my life. But I very much like the look of them on other people. So I wanted to add them to my design. And you'll also see that I will go through several jacket designs before I finally settled on one. And while I like the jacket idea I currently have, I still am not fully for it. I like it a lot better than some of my other designs, but I feel like it could still be improved upon. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. No. Okay. I wanted to talk a bit about the tail and ears. So you may have noticed once we get to the line art that I made the ears fluffy and the tail not quite as fluffy. I didn't realize I had done that until it was kind of too late, so please bear with the inconsistency of it. I will work on making them both fluffy in future drawings. And when I finally get to making the PNGs and eventually the model, I'll try my best to have them both have fluffiness, look more like actual ears rather than just shape blobs. Yeah, anyway, you'll see me going through a lot of design changes, mainly with the coat, belt, and hair. Those are the ones that I went through the most changes with. I think everything else was mostly kept the same from the sketch phase. So, as you can see, I finally settled on the design and I went with the it's not really a turtleneck, but I don't know what else to call it. The sort of turtleneck, the cargo pants and the jacket is the design I finally settled on, as it was more akin to my own style rather than the overalls and sweater. So, yeah. I'll leave, I think, the rest of it to the end when I show you the finished reference sheet. So enjoy the rest of the time lapse with me possibly randomly popping back in. popping back in, I saw something. So it was for a split second, so you may not have noticed, but my watermark did pop up. That is because I was saving work in progress screenshots after work in progress screenshots over and over to kind of update people, let them know where I was at, kind of give them an estimate of when it would be done. So you'll probably see several of those throughout the video. So here you're seeing me work on the hair and like the ponytail and the bangs and stuff. I eventually changed up the way the bangs were because I wasn't liking the way they were looking. And I added some like side strands coming from the ponytail because I liked the longer hair in front of her shoulders like that, but I didn't want the earrings covered up by the hair. So that's why I changed the bangs design, because in the sketch it was covering up the hair, or the earrings. Yeah, I lost track of how many layers I went to because keeping line art separate but having all these different things on top of each other and separate from each other, it was a nightmare. I had so many folders too for all the different things. At some point, I don't remember if it already happened or not, but I did color the nails. I think it already happened. I made them this like dark green color. Because I wasn't liking the straight black, but I didn't want something to pop out, and I was having trouble finding a color that would go well with it, the design. So it's kind of hard to see, and you can only really see it if you notice or know about it. So, but I really like having not just straight up black nails. Ooh, so right now I'm working on the ponytail for the side view. That was a pain in the butt to figure out. I'm not used to drawing from the side like that. And so figuring out how the ponytail would work while making it fit with what I did for the front view was a nightmare and a half. Oh yeah, and here I'm doing the back of the jacket because I wanted to add a design on the back, which I will talk about when I go show the full reference. Oh yeah, this part looks so weird, and I didn't realize it had done that until after I was watching the time lapse, making sure I had everything and whether or not I needed to slow it down or not. So I apologize for some of the weird line art off images that may also pop up. I didn't realize it would show up, which sounds stupid because if I turn the layers off, then the layers are gonna appear. Anyway, here I'm doing the hair for the profile again, doing the shading. Hair is always so fun to shade. Yeah, as you can see, there is the more exact dates of when I was drawing. So you can see that I started all the way back in early January. So this piece took me a month to do. But it was very much worth it, and I had a lot of fun with it, so. Yeah, I was being lazy here. I was considering doing other pieces, like with different expressions, but I didn't want to do it in the end because it had already been so long and a lot of work. So here's the finished reference sheet. Yay! On my screen, there's some black squares on it, so I'm really hoping that doesn't show up for you guys. If it does, I'm really sorry. So when it comes to the information about my avatar, I didn't really know what to include because there's so many different things I've seen for reference sheets and a lot of it didn't really feel all that relevant. So it was hard for me to figure out what I wanted to put. Eventually I settled on name, birthday, and height because they seemed the most relevant. So name is, like, full name is Silent Fox, and that's what I typically sign my artwork with. Most of my usernames, like majority of my usernames, are artist underscore Silent Fox. But for short, I like to go by Silent, and it's a lot easier to say. Birthday is November 1st. I've seen a lot of people include age or say that the age is unknown. Personally, I didn't really feel like the age was really all that relevant, and I didn't want to include it. I'd rather not give that away. Height is 5'3" or 160 centimeters. I'm sorry if the metric conversion is not correct. I googled it. And it gave me some, it was like 160 centimeters, but it had like decimals after. And I didn't, but it was like 0.02. So I'm like, might as well just round down and keep it at 160. So I figured the height would be at least more relevant than any of the other things I've seen. So let's start with, what to start with? So Silent's necklace. Silent's necklace is actually a necklace I myself own, or at least the necklace is based off one that I own. Because because I wanted to make lots of nods to myself, because Silent is Silent's my avatar, so it's like I want to incorporate myself wherever I can. Um, Figuring out how her glasses work was a huge pain in the butt. Like, I couldn't figure out how to make them work with the way I draw ears. Because I do a mix between animal ears and human ears. Because to me, that just makes the most sense. So the ears start like, sometimes for reference, I will draw human ears, and then where the ear and jaw area connect, that's where I start the ear, and then I bring it up to like the top of the head, as you can see. Because if you look at animals, they have very similar ears structure. It depends on the animal though. Some they do just straight up have them on top of their head, but foxes are, they're canines, I believe, so they're similar to dogs, and dogs, their ears start near the jaw as well. So that's why I draw ears the way I do. But that doesn't really work with glasses. And I've tried drawing Silent without the glasses, and it just looks really, really weird and wrong. So, to have the glasses make sense and not really be floating on her head, because I feel like that also looks really weird, I put chains on the glasses and I made them connect to one of her second piercings. That way I didn't have to try to figure out frames to make sense with her ears or going into her ears. She just has the glasses on her face and they're connected to her earring on a chain. And then we have the belt. I had a lot of fun with the belt. I feel like it turned out really well and was really cool. But not really a whole lot to say on that. I just have the earrings the way they are because I really like how they look. I actually don't have my ears pierced, so if I draw earrings wrong, that is why. Trying to figure out what else to say about this. So the reason I do Silent in a ponytail is because I myself prefer to have my hair in a ponytail, more or less. My hair is, yeah, I like to do it in a ponytail just to keep it out of my face, especially with my glasses. So that and Silent looks really pretty with a ponytail. And then the back of the jacket, it came out more blue than I wanted, but it's supposed to be a white rose. That's kind of more of a personal nod to someone, and I don't really want to get into that. So yeah, here's the finished Silent reference sheet. That was weird to say. So, and now, on to some permission things. I'll switch back here. So, I had someone reach out and ask me something about my OCs. Don't worry, I'll show the message, but your username will not pop up for, yeah, I cropped it out, so don't worry. So, if you would like to draw my OCs or cosplay or something, I am all for you doing that, but I would like to know that you're doing it. I say that because I don't want you claiming that my OCs are yours or anything, but I am deeply honored if you want to draw or cosplay my OCs. Like, it, yeah, I almost cried when I read the question I got asked. Because it's not something I ever thought I would get asked. So, so I'm sure you can read the message, but I'll read it out loud too. Hello, Silent. I hope everything is alright with you and your new account. Um, if you're new, well, I guess all of you would be new, mostly. When the new year happened, I'm like, ooh, I want a email strictly for art so people can actually reach out to me if need be and it not go to my personal email. But a lot of the platforms would not let me just change my email settings. So I had to make new accounts on those. So that's why I switched accounts and whatnot, and why they're mentioning a new account. Forgive me for talking on notes. My chat doesn't seem to be working, so I'm unable to send anything or see anything. So this was sent to me on DeviantArt. Chat and notes are both ways of communicating in the website or app. I'm not sure if it's an app. I know it's a website because that's what I use. I just wanted to ask you something about your OC group art. Would you be mad if I asked you if me and maybe some friends could cosplay as your OCs from the drawing sometime? Their outfits look amazing. Oh, hold on. Let me show you which one they are. So, going back here. I never thought I would get asked if someone could cosplay as my OCs. I am so happy that you want to do that. And thank you for actually just reaching out and making sure I was okay with it too. Um, so, yeah, if you want to draw my OCs or cosplay, please do so. But also, please let me know that you're doing it. Um, it would make my day to see your guys' drawings or cosplays of my OCs. And it's not something I need to stop saying that, but I never thought people would like my art enough to want to cosplay or draw them. I haven't been asked if people could draw my OCs yet, but just as a future thing, if you do want to draw them, completely okay. Please let me know and or tag me with the finished piece because I would love to see it. And I don't want you stealing my OCs. So yeah, just wanted to quickly go over that because it needed to be addressed, I guess, and I'll make a post on my platforms about it too. So thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed.